Imagine a lion, not a sick lion, not a weak lion, a powerful, magnificent lion, sitting in a cage. Every day, at the same time, someone pushes a piece of meat through the bars. The lion eats, the lion sleeps, the lion waits for tomorrow's meat. Now, imagine that same lion 10 years later, still powerful, still magnificent, but slower, heavier, and somewhere deep inside, something is going quiet that used to be very loud. That lion was me for 30 years. Stay with me, because what happened the day the meat didn't come changed everything. Welcome to Lived It. I'm not going to teach you theory. I'm going to tell you what actually happened and what it cost me. Earned, not learned. Let's get into it. I wasn't in a bad cage. That's the first thing you need to understand. It was a good cage, a very good cage. Multinational company, KAM. The kind of title that sounds serious when you say it at dinner. Then a national sales manager for a local company. Good salary, good title, a piece of meat every day at the same time. And here's what nobody tells you about a good cage. You stop noticing it. The bars become the walls become the room becomes your life. And somewhere along the way, the lion inside you stops pacing. I had ideas, real ones. I knew the industry from the inside. I knew what sold and why. I knew exactly what I would build if I ever left. But every morning the meat came through the bars, and every morning I ate. For 30 years. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you felt truly hungry? Not for food, for something you built yourself, something that was entirely yours. Think about that. I'll come back to it. Meanwhile, outside the cage, other lions were hunting. No guaranteed meal, no schedule, no safety net, just the savannah. And the choice, hunt or starve. Those lions were leaner, more alert. Their instincts sharp from daily use. They weren't more talented than me. They weren't smarter. They weren't braver. They were just hungry, in the specific way that only comes from knowing that nothing is guaranteed. I watched them from inside my cage, comfortable, fed, and slowly, without noticing, forgetting how to hunt. The cage doesn't announce itself. That's the cruelest part. It doesn't feel like a cage. It feels like stability. It feels like responsibility. It feels like the smart choice. And it is all of those things. It is also the slow extinction of everything you were before the first piece of meat. Nobody warns you about that. Nobody puts it on the job description. Good salary, good benefits, will gradually replace your hunger with comfort. Apply within. Then, one day, the meat didn't come. Not just the job. Everything. All of it. At once. The kind of simultaneous collapse that leaves you standing in the middle of your own life, wondering how you got here. I won't go into every detail. Some of it is still mine. But I will tell you this. I ended up in a small room that someone lent me. No job. Significant debt. And the specific silence of a man who has lost everything that defined him and doesn't yet know what's underneath. I disappeared for a while, not running away, going inward, to find what was left of me when the cage was gone. And when I came back, something had shifted. I was alone in a small house, with debt, with nothing. And for the first time in 30 years, I was hungry, really hungry. Not for food, for something I would build myself. I analyzed different options. I made samples. My daughter helped me. Pet accessories, from recycled materials. Simple, original, built on 30 years of knowing the industry from the inside. I put everything in a bag, and I went out to hunt. First the small pet shops, then the distributors, then the chains, then the major supermarkets. Out of 10 visits, 8 bought. 8 out of 10. Do you know what that means? It means the lion never forgot how to hunt. He just forgot he was a lion. So that's the story. Cage, collapse, hunt. Simple enough. Except, there's one thing I haven't told you yet. The part that took me longest to understand. And it's the most important thing in this entire video. The lion who escapes the cage doesn't automatically survive. That's what nobody tells you. 30 years of guaranteed meals changes something fundamental. The instinct doesn't come back overnight. The hunger doesn't come back overnight. The ability to tolerate uncertainty, real uncertainty, the kind where you eat only what you hunt, doesn't come back overnight. The escaped lion will probably die before he adapts. I almost did. What saved me wasn't courage. It wasn't a plan. It wasn't a mentor or a course or a motivational video. It was hunger. Real hunger. For the first time in 30 years. And here is what I know now. What I wish someone had told me at 35. The cage is comfortable. The cage is safe. The cage is the smart choice. But the cage is also where lions go to forget what they are. You still know what you are. The question is, are you going to wait until the meat stops coming to remember it? Or are you going to choose to be hungry before the choice is made for you? I want to ask you one question before you go. When did you last feel the specific hunger of something entirely yours? Write it in the comments. Just one word, whatever comes to mind. I'll see you in the next one. Everything in this video is real. No theory, no research, just what I lived. If you have felt identified with some of this content, please like and subscribe for more. Earned, not learned.